Yeah, I know.
Well, China has like a lot of problems.
God damn, dude.
Is it loud?
It's on the fucking stream. Hi, we're live.
Oh shit.
我操！
And also, I realized something about the Jolly Roger later on.
You guys can hear it, right?
Yeah.
Good.
There's a trans genocide going on, and you're dancing? How can you rest when so many people don't have basic rights, like the ability to exist and be comfortable in their own skin? This is violence. This is fascist coded. No, listen to me. Someone's pronouns a matter of life and death. Every right to live. Silence is violent. Are you listening to me? On our black people, why do you hate black people? How are you dancing when black people are dying?
Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Become a member at freedomtunes.com for
All right, yeah, good plug. Second Mitch Show in a row where you plugged Freedom Tunes, but I like it. That was a good one.
You know what? I gotta keep looking out for the Anarchy Ball OGs, all those guys who made those memes back in the day with me. You know, gotta keep them out. Keep their shit up there. Anyway, everyone, welcome to the Swamp Creatures podcast. Trigger warning. Tonight will be a very offensive episode, and if you are easily offended, we highly encourage you to stick around so that we can read the funny comments. Anyway, what are y'all drinking?
Tim, you're muted.
Oh no.
I'm drinking some Dr. Juice. It's one of my favorite IPAs. I did get some liquor, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna have a couple beers tonight.
No, I gotcha.
You hear me now?
Yup.
We can hear you now, and looks
Okay,
like...
can I be triggered that you gave a trigger warning? That's what I said.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I'm trying to encourage the triggered to stick around so that we may read their funny triggered comments.
It's triggered, Mitch. Triggered.
Trigger.
No hard R.
Yeah.
No hard R's in this stream, in this podcast. Tim.
I'm starting
All
out gay as
goes,
fuck.
no girls.
Yeah.
I'm starting out gay as fuck. Rob is the one that dropped a nuclear bomb literally while we were waiting.
Damn.
Damn.
No one saw. And that was a failed Chinese rocket. Another failed Chinese rocket from
China.
Just from China.
Anyway, Tim, what are you drinking?
Oh, I was just pouring it. I still got this Heaven's Door, and I'm gonna blaspheme the shit out of it and put Coke in there.
You're knocking on heaven's door.
I don't think it's that Heaven's Door. This is Bob Dylan Heaven's Door.
I will say I have purchased some whiskey. Whiskey has been purchased. It will be drank here in the next 2 to 3 weeks time on the show.
What?
What whiskey do you have to wait 3 weeks for?
Well, I felt like beer today, so fuck you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Maybe it's the best damn whiskey. Maybe he had to special order this shit so that it had to be imported from another country.
No, but it was Holly's favorite at the Total Wine here in Pensacola, Florida.
Is Holly your mom?
Holly is my mom. My mom bought me whiskey for free.
Right.
Josh, what you got?
Mr. Halavka, what are you drinking?
Back with the private stock again. It's always rum time down here in Miami.
That's right.
I was this close to going rum today. And I was like, whiskey and vodka will do.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're all drinking, folks. Drink along. It's not a drink along, but it's always a drink along. If you don't.
There will be a drink along coming up soon because we got the DNC convention coming, and it looks like they're going to do it in person. So this should be great.
And they just had Megan the Stallion in Atlanta, so I'm getting fucked up.
So before we jump into this first story here in the DNC, just so we have an idea before we get to the DNC stream, because that's going to be fun. Do you guys think Kamala is going to be the one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think? It's
Why
gonna be
wouldn't
one?
she be?
You think this? I think it. they're getting rid of her. Like, this is their way of neutralizing her for 2028.
Yo, unless they JFK her, I'm not going to be satisfied.
There you go. I don't think they're going to get rid of her. All of the party elite, the party people are all behind her. So she's got the ticket written for her. The difference between her and Joe, I didn't believe it when people were first saying it, but now in retrospect, it makes total sense. They had the debate early so that they would have that excuse to get rid of Joe. If they wanted to get rid of Kamala Harris, they would do a debate right now. Trump, I think smartly, has already denied doing an early debate with Kamala because he doesn't want his opponent to change again. He thinks his numbers are better with Kamala, so he wants her to stay in the race. So he's refusing to do a debate with her right now until she's the official nominee. So I think that she's locked in. If there was a debate with her and Trump beforehand and she did very poorly, then yes, I would say there's more likely that they're going to try to get rid of her. But it's too late now. And now that debate's not going to happen, it's basically a sure thing. That's what I think.
So there's no chance of somehow Pete Butt stuff emerges as
Look,
No, that's
Not as
They-
VP.
So,
Not as
so
VP.
no one thinks we're going
They-
to get a battle of Chicago.
no. The DNC rolled out the red carpet for Kamala. All the big names came out. They all wanted to endorse her real quick, let everybody know how great she is. I'm not white, so stop that bullshit. And that's just
You're
what
an
the
honorary
DNC.
I'm
white.
not either.
Yeah, I'm just an honorary white. But
That's right.
I'm one of the white Negroes of Europe.
But the DNC rolled out the red carpet for Kamala there. They didn't do this for Hillary. They didn't do this for Joey B. They did this strictly for Kamala. Not because she's that great, because they know that unless they do this, she's going to do that poorly.
Yeah, no, I don't think that anyone else has a real chance. I think there's going to be a show, but it's gonna end up being on the first ballot. That's how I feel. Like, if it doesn't make it past the first ballot, all bets are off because Biden released the delegates. But she still got super delegates. Remember, that was how they took it from Bernie and everybody else. It's the super delegates. They control, and Hillary took it from everyone else in 2016. The party elite controls the party. It's not like the LP or any other party.
Well, they kind of changed up the way they do super delegates after Hillary because people were so pissed off that she fucked Bernie over.
Right.
So I think it's like now they have to wait till like the second or like third round before super delegates can be activated. But God help you if you get out of that first round and don't win, and the super delegates aren't on your side. You're about to get run the fuck over for that.
Listen, all I know,
candidate.
one of two things is going to happen.
Kamala's got the whole DNC pack. Mitch, what is she going to do?
I really want to see a battle of Chicago. That's what this comes down to. I know it's not going to happen. I'm just saying I really want to
You also want Bitcoin to go to the moon, and that's not happening.
Hey, we'll
either,
get there.
so.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I know.
Mitch, I'm
just
gonna
talking shit.
keep
But-
disappointing you every single election cycle, but primarily I'm gonna continue to disappoint you through the 24. Nothing you want for this cycle is going to happen.
Josh, listen.
Yes.
There's nothing you can say that the current worldview has not provided to me.
You live in a pipe dream reality.
Exactly, and we're fucked. I'm aware of that. There's
No, you're
nothing you
fucked.
can tell me.
You're
doing
fucked.
fine.
We're having fun.
I'm laughing at it all. It's a clown world. But
Be
anyway.
a clown with them.
Yeah, exactly. Why do you think my lawyer is the guy who hosts This Week in Clown World over on Rumble?
You hear that, Rob? He's cheating on you.
Oh, so it's not
Exactly. That's what my lawyer is going to be. Like, might
I
as
love how
well
like
spill the beans,
underneath Rob, like
Yeah, gargle.
Well, Rob said he wouldn't be my lawyer for the.
I have to
Swamp
gargle
trial.
Mitch, so it doesn't really require
Yeah.
much effort.
Yeah, Rob said he was being the prosecution in the trial, so that's why I had to go for.
Oh, we're all gonna prosecute the shit out of you.
yeah,
You better get
I'm
your
sitting
cross ready,
second
dude.
chair to
I'm
Rob
already-
over here.
Listen, I have
I'm gonna let Rob
preparations for every possibility in this trial.
Go ahead.
So I'm not going to just disclose any of those because my lawyer has advised me at this time not to. But
I'm gonna
also, if you
advise
would like
you
to
to-
say honk honk.
I have a question, and it's related to this. How are we gonna decide this? Because if it's a vote on this podcast, you lost.
Yeah, you
You
done.
absolutely lost.
Well,
Democracy is
there
going
are
to fail
certain
you.
Things that could
Yep.
come up in this trial that would sway the majority of.
No.
But who's the judge? That's the question. Who's the judge?
Oh,
We can hit up one of our former guests.
Oh no, you're not gonna handpick the judge, you fuck.
No, it has to be somebody we agree that can be neutral.
I could
that's
be
what I'm
neutral.
saying.
I
That's
could
what I'm
be
saying is
neutral.
I can think of some,
No.
like
I
Guy
could be
Swan.
neutral.
We can get him to do it. He'd be a good neutral.
Who?
Guy Swan. We've had him on. He was one of our Bitcoin guests. Good guy.
I remember his face.
He talks a lot like Scott Horton. Like he has the same voice. You know what I mean? Like kind of same sounding voice. I don't know if that rings a bell.
What if we?
I know who you're talking about, but go.
What if we bring Josh Smith?
No, dude, Josh is gonna throw me under the bus. You know that.
What if we bring
No
Leighton?
way.
What if we bring Leighton?
Leighton might work. Would Leighton work?
I'm palatable to Leighton.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe we'll see
Okay.
about Leighton.
The
Like,
Honorable Leighton Radner presiding.
I have like two conflicting thoughts in my head right now. It's like I want somebody with like Josh Smith for the show's sake, right? Because that'll bring more eyes and everything will be better. But I also want somebody like Leighton who's going to be more autistically neutral. So I want to find that balance of somebody who can bring attention but also be autistically neutral. Karen Ann Harlos.
Honorable
Hey.
Judge Karen Ann.
What do you
The
think about
Honorable
that?
Harlos presiding.
Damn, we really got to figure that. We're gonna put a pin in this and
Drop
figure
it
out
in
who
the
best
drop it
one
in the
could be.
comments, y'all. In the,
Let's
in
get
the
it.
live chats or whatever. We'll keep.
We're gonna
thinking
get this
about
show
it.
on the
This
road
isn't-
because
yeah,
honestly, this first story of tonight was a really funny one, and we reacted to Stephen A. Smith before.
yeah.
And when I saw this video, I thought, okay, this is something that is meant for swamp creatures. Are any of you familiar with the basketball player Dwight Howard?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to
Yeah.
play him in the NBA games.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Howard recently got into some He recently got into some controversies and is currently being sued over some sexual assault allegations.
Are we ready?
Well, Stephen A. Smith here tries to read the details, and his reaction is hilarious.
All
And
right.
whatever-
It is not comfortable for me to talk about this subject.
Why is that?
Just
I
watch.
just don't get it. I'm being careful.
Uh-huh.
You may wonder why.
Yes.
Well, allow me to read this to you. It's from an article, and it states, NBA star Dwight Howard has denied sexually assaulting a man he met on Instagram and asked a court to dismiss the man's lawsuit. The man, his name is Stephen Harper, said he approached Howard with a direct message on Instagram.
He's asking for
He
it.
sent his phone number,
Mm-hmm.
and Howard sent the text after receiving it. According to court documents obtained by RadarOnline.com, the NBA legend, because let's face it, to a certain degree, he is a legend. There are levels, but he's a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. He's an NBA champion with the Lakers. He's a
Let's go,
5-time
Steven.
rebounding champion. The brothers,
All right,
know-
Steven, we get it.
Yeah.
we ain't
can
seen
ball.
Anthony Davis pull that stuff off, even though Anthony Davis is a much better offensive player.
Speak this.
Oh!
But according to RadarOnline.com, the NBA legend admitted that he met his accuser via social media in May of 2021.
Okay.
Howard said he exchanged text messages with Harper between May of 2021 and July 2021. It's a 2-month span, several of which included sexually explicit content, such as photographs and videos.
Why are you gay?
Lord have mercy. Oh my goodness.
Are we keep going? Tell me when to
Yeah,
stop.
this gets really
Former
his
Los Angeles
reaction.
Lakers star said Harper came
That
to his
gets
home on
better.
July 19, 2021. Howard admitted that they went to his room, took off their clothes,
Oh no.
and kissed consensually. But Harper then
Consensually.
claims Howard surprised him by introducing him to a man dressed as a woman. Harper said the man called himself
Trans flags into chat.
Kitty.
Oh boy.
Now, when I think about the name Kitty, I
Damn.
think about Donald Sterling when he had his mistress and he got caught saying about Magic Johnson, why do you have to be friends with black people? I mean, what is it? What is it about black people? Why do you have to do that? And she said that old man, Donald Sterling, was a little kitty cat. Well,
That's
this
what you think
man,
about?
his name is Kitty, and
Uh-huh.
he began performing oral sex on Dwight Howard, and Howard said he felt uncomfortable and didn't want to participate. I can't do this no more.
Uh-huh.
He said Howard tried to touch his thigh and stoked his privates through his underwear. And stop! I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. Stop it. Get it off the screen. Get it off.
Go on.
Look, y'all.
Huh.
I'm looking.
To each his own. You gay, and that's what you want to do. Cool.
That's cool. That's
I don't have a problem with anybody living their life. I'm not here to judge. To the transgender community, I ain't got nothing to judge, just between you and God. That's your business.
We got to
That's your
speed him
business.
up next time.
But the details. But it goes a step deeper.
Yeah,
do we
it
go,
does.
do we
Okay,
go
you
deeper?
can pause there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those were all like the best reaction points.
All right, good. He's fucking crazy.
Dude,
I mean-
just seeing him react to that is like fucking hilarious. Like,
I know this is mostly political, but there's been a long time rumor that Dwight Howard's been gay. He's been seeing like, it's been a thing for
Years.
10 years now, like over a decade now. People have known about this, talked about it at least. I was fully, I knew. I don't know where it came out first, but it's been out there that Dwight Howard's been doing this.
yeah, it's just shit. Like, dude,
He's been fucking cat boys.
apparently,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
apparently that's what he's
Hey.
into.
If that's your thing and you're making millions of dollars, why not do it?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, no.
Dennis Rodman probably did it.
She said, don't stop now. She wants to know how deep it goes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Mm,
his name was
it goes all
Rodman.
in.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I just thought because we've reacted to Stephen A. Smith before, that just seemed too good to pass up.
I watched the whole 6-7 minute thing and it was fucking hilarious the whole way through.
He's just so slow. Like,
good
that's
stuff.
the thing. Yeah.
He
needs to
builds
speed it up quick.
He takes you somewhere with it. He takes you on a journey.
Yeah, you know, like he takes his time with his segments.
I like how his take was like, I don't care what you did, I just don't want to hear about it.
That's right.
Keep your ass out the news, bro.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey,
Hey.
you know what?
Got
Same.
your big burly dick all up on the ESPN.
Yeah. Why are you pretending to be Shaq right now?
I didn't know my voice. I mean, Dwight Howard
People
probably
think
has a deep
Shaq is
voice.
dumb. Shaq
He
ain't
does,
dumb. Shaq's a doctor. A boy doctor. You don't know that joke?
Oh my God.
Anyway, back to our main scheduled programming. So the Bitcoin conference was going on in Tennessee this weekend.
Oh,
and
good transition.
Yeah.
There's no good transition.
There is no
Yeah.
good. How do I
Here.
transition away from Kitty?
Kitty is super gay. You know what else is gay? Putting all your money in Bitcoin. Take it away, Mitch.
Oh, yeah.
Got him.
I got to give you that one, Tim. That was actually a good one. But
Good
no,
segue.
Tim, you were tweeting shit at me, like
I
and
didn't
so-
tweet it at you.
Yeah,
or Discord or some shit.
I just
so-
said I was thinking of you guys.
Anyway,
the biggest
my response to
Bitcoin
that
homo
is
I
the
know.
clip that you're about to play.
Anyway, speaking of the dark web, take it over, Mitch.
I don't want that hard candy, Mitch. You keep it to yourself.
That's right. Hang on. So what? You want me to play this?
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
but this
man.
doesn't make sense in context because
No,
you have
I'm letting you know. You know, you're thinking of me.
yeah, but no one knows what we're talking about because you didn't put the first part in there.
I mean, we just said the first part.
Oh, did we?
No, we didn't.
Huh?
You said that there was a Bitcoin conference.
Yes.
And you were talking shit.
Yeah, and you were talking shit.
What did I say that was talking shit?
You said that you were thinking of me.
I did say I was thinking of you. Why?
I don't know. I assumed it had to do with the Bitcoin conference because that's what you tagged me in.
Oh my God. Here, I'll show you why. So at the Bitcoin conference, RFK made a promise or a pledge.
Yeah, we're
or
about to
whatever.
play that clip too.
So why am I playing your clip before we get?
You know, just play the RFK clip. God damn it.
Yes, you have to do this
Tim-
in order, Mitch.
God damn it!
I had
Tim,
an
take
order.
over.
No, your order was replying to me, but I was replying to this, and then you were replying to me. So why would we start with the answer before we got the question?
Okay, never
I'm
mind. I
lost
didn't know
right
you were
now.
supposed to
Anyway,
play it.
That's right. Everybody is. It's fun. It's fun.
Man, this must have been a great convention to go to.
It wasn't. It was
Apparently,
awful.
Dave Smith said it was like looking over a sea of really rich nerds.
Wow.
That's what Dave Smith.
wow.
Yeah, I think there was. Didn't they say there was like 5,000 people there or something like that?
Yeah,
Are we playing the whole thing? I didn't look at the note. Hold on.
I think it's only like 4 minutes, so it's not that.
Okay.
We could just
Okay.
see the really dumb economic decision that he champions.
He's playing
my
Real
God.
American.
You can't come
Hold
out to
on.
that.
What
He
the
can't come
fuck,
out to that.
dude?
Hulk
Yeah.
Hogan was at the RNC.
Yeah, you can't come out to Hulk Hogan's theme music.
Nope.
He just did. How are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it?
I'm not going to do anything. I'm just
You
gonna
gonna
say
go
you're
fuck
not
with
a real
RFK? Because
American.
have you seen that man's physique? I am not gonna go fuck with RFK.
His security.
Hulk Hogan, get him. Hulk Hogan,
This
get
isn't
him.
a Trump rally. I can't get that close with a gun.
Hello, Bitcoiners.
Huh?
I am so glad to be back for my second Bitcoin conference.
He needs some throat coin.
Since last year in Miami, I've been meeting with leaders and thinkers from this community,
You ever heard of throat coin, Tim?
Bitcoin miners, with policymakers, with economists, with financial experts, with investors and developers and entrepreneurs.
And throat coin.
Deepen my understanding of the extraordinary promise of Bitcoin for our country and for our planet. After all I've learned, I intend, as President of the United States, to sign an executive order on day one, directing the Department of Justice and the U.S. Marshals to transfer the approximately 200,000 Bitcoin held by the U.S. government to the United States Treasury, where it will be held as a strategic asset.
Thoughts?
That sounds nightmarish.
Yeah, it sounds
yeah,
like
that can
this-
be very dangerous. I don't trust that with that in their hands.
It's only
And-
$200,000 worth of Bitcoin, though, right? So
No,
it's like
200,000
Thousand
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
200,000 Bitcoin.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
Oh fuck!
Like, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Every time Bitcoin drops, I just believe it's the DOJ offloading more of the shit they got from like killing off the dark web fucking sites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why
That
the
or you
Chinese
also got
just
BlackRock doing shit too.
yeah, and the Chinese like they got so much of it. They got labs and they
Actually, China's gone down. They're no longer number one. Miami is, or I'm sorry, Texas is.
Texas in Bitcoin.
Yeah, Texas is now number one when it comes to the energy and all that because China decided to clamp down on all the illegal farms, so then they lost their first place status.
That's right. They did that a few years ago. But I just remember seeing a video of like a Chinese farm and they like were counting down and then they all like sold and then they just watched like the price plummet on Bitcoin. I don't know if it was real or fake, but
I mean,
it
those
looked
Chinese
good.
farms, I assume there's still quite a few around. Like, if they're smart, they're just not, on the books.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, look, you got to risk it to get the biscuit, though. I mean, if we're gonna Bernie Madoff our way back in, what other country would just Bernie Madoff its way back into like economic relevancy?
I mean, to be fair, to some degree, I understand holding a sort of reserve of different types of currencies if you're running something like the Treasury or the Mint or something like that. That's another thing that I would like to see them adopt again that I'm sure Tim here would greatly agree with would be things like silver and gold as well. But they don't want to touch that.
They don't need to hold it in reserve. They just need to make it legal tender again.
Well, you make it legal tender, but also you have that sort of reserve that way.
No, I don't want
obviously
them to
this is
have
not
reserve.
obviously this is not what we would want as libertarians with a free banking model.
Right,
but if we're
right.
going to move this in a better direction, to have something that's at least backed by something as compared to nothing.
At least it would be worth something, yes.
Yeah, it's at least a step in the right direction.
Yeah, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, Tim.
No, I will.
Well, I see. Well,
go ahead.
I just don't. The problem is the trust element, and this is why we're Austrians and not, Chicago school people.
So to circle back to where we started, I saw this announcement, and this was my response, and I hashtagged Bitcoin conference and said, government's paying off your student debt or government buying a strategic reserve of Bitcoin is basically the same thing. You're asking the government to take care of you financially, all you Bitcoiners that were supporting this idea. That was kind of the point from it.
I think it's only fair.
I don't think taking up the strategic reserve would do anything to
No, all the Bitcoiners that were there in the conference, if the government made that move, would all benefit from this. Just like you paying off student debt. Just like government paying off student debt.
I got Bitcoin too, so that makes me want, I don't see how that would benefit me.
Let me explain it to you another way, Mitch. If the U.S. were to convert its holding of Bitcoin that it has as evidence in criminal cases into a strategic reserve that it would hold for an indefinite amount of time, it would create essentially like an anchor point for the Bitcoin community to look at, and would allow them essentially a chance to relevize or make Bitcoin more relevant, which in turn would increase the value. So you would see people immensely buy in the Bitcoin after the strategic reserve was created. So anybody who's holding now is going to fucking have a bonanza later. Congratulations.
I get what you're saying, man. The news itself would provide.
Right, but that's not all. It would artificially increase the scarcity for Bitcoin because you're pulling 200,000 units off of the market and putting them in this indefinite hodl. They're no
and that's
longer
not to
available.
say they can't buy more and keep adding to it.
Right.
Well, that's the thing, though, too. The fact that some can disappear like that isn't considered a bug. That's considered a feature. But
it's a feature because your value goes up. So the Bitcoin that you hold that you're willing to sell becomes more valuable.
Yeah. Once again, this goes back to the whole thing where it's like I would personally prefer to see like a free banking system, and I would prefer to see those banks, kind of diversify in whatever funds they see most productive in the regions they're in.
Yeah.
But once again, I can see the pluses and the drawbacks to that. I don't like the idea of the feds getting in. Like, obviously, if the price goes up, I'm not going to complain. But at the same time, if that's the means, it's kind of like having a 401k and making money off of BlackRock or making money off of Raytheon. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, making money off of those bombs getting sent to fucking Palestine, but at the same time, like, yeah, exactly,
Capitalism,
Josh.
baby.
Exactly,
That's capitalism,
Josh.
baby.
You're just like, yeah, retirement, moral outrage, like.
That's capitalism. Hey, if it wasn't working, it wouldn't be in my mutual fund.
Yeah. Well, you imagine they probably seized a lot through things like the Silk Road.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bitcoin wasn't like crazy expensive at that time. I remember that time.
They have way more than 2,000 Bitcoins that they're holding in the DOJ right now. That's all they're doing. They're converting DOJ evidence, probably from the earliest days of their attacks on the deep web. And they're going to okay, we're going to convert it to a strategic reserve. And over time, as that strategic reserve is going to grow, they're just going to convert more of their DOJ evidence that they've gotten prosecutions done on into strategic reserve. And then eventually, when you need it most, they're going to fuck all you Bitcoiners over, and they're going to cash out and fuck y'all. Ha ha.
Well, no, I don't think that would be the case. I think it's more so they would then control the supply. So it really doesn't matter. It's no longer a matter of, it's no longer a matter of this is something of the people of the cypherpunks. Now this would just be something that another government entity would control the majority of.
You know what? It keeps increasing in value no matter what happens, Mitch, and it's only going to go up.
Land.
You're goddamn right. Real estate. Buy some land, fucker. That's real investing.
Hey, I browse LandWatch.
So do I.
Okay. You're one of us elite. You don't browse Zillow. Fuck that shit.
I look all over.
Oh my God. Anyway, Tim, do you want to play that clip there? Because
hang on, I'll pull it back up. Oh yeah, so I tweeted that thing out and I shared it on our Discord, which you should join. And I said, "Hey, crypto guys, I was thinking of you today," which is basically it.
I feel bad for you.
I don't think about you at all.
Mitch basically telling me that I said I did a nice thing and said I was thinking about Mitch, and then he replied and said he doesn't think about me at all.
What a dick. Dick.
But back to the story though, because what is this? Adam Back? Is this the guy that's supposed to be
Adam
Satoshi?
Back?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's one who we could do a deep dive on how he's potentially
You could do a
Satoshi.
deep dive. Yes.
Yeah, no, I might do a deep dive. Anyway, he made actually a pretty kind of tongue-in-cheek reply to the whole RFK thing, and you can tell he is not a fan either there. I can barely even read that. That is so small. Thank you. Basically pointing out, like, to acquire the amount of Bitcoin that they want, even beyond just that which was in the strategic reserve, because he basically said that we would buy this much, that much, we would bolster that reserve as well. Basically pointing out that would take about 20 years. So, not really a feasible, like, he's not really talking in reality.
No, but what RFK said, if I heard him correctly, was that he wants to transfer the money or transfer the Bitcoin that the government already owns to a strategic reserve.
Yeah, but wasn't like the longer clip, he also talks about, basically transferring certain USD into that.
Oh, yeah, so he made it worse.
He made it worse as it goes on.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah, no, this is why progressives need to stay the fuck away from this type of stuff.
Okay.
But Adam Back, he clearly is none the fan of that. And
good.
Yeah, CEO of Blockstream does not like this shit.
I can't understand for the life of me, because there were a lot of people that were celebrating this. My understanding of Bitcoin has been that it's always what are the two selling points? It's not controlled by the government, and there's scarcity built in, right? And it's anonymous, and there's all these different selling points. But the big ones are that the government doesn't control it. So why would you want the government to buy or to you're saying expand the strategic reserve of Bitcoin? Why would you want that as a Bitcoin holder? Why would you want more government involvement? Why do Bitcoin people cheer on regulation?
And this is why
Bitcoin?
You have a split in the Bitcoin people. You have people who are more like me and you, more like our good friend Guy Swan, more like Joey, more like I'm trying to think who else, Joel Valenzuela, who we've had on the show. We're the type of people who don't like that shit. And then on the other side of things, you have people like Sam Bankman-Fried, who's Eric Voorhees. Eric Voorhees debated Sam Bankman-Fried because they both had great disagreements on these very things. Sam Bankman-Fried, the guy behind FTX, he was a big champion of things like regulation and stuff like that. So yeah, there's a big difference in philosophy, and you basically have two completely different camps. And a lot of the people who drift in our direction, at least in the Bitcoin world, from what I've noticed, they're going to lean towards Trump because, like it or not, Trump went out there, and aside from the clip of him reaffirming that he's going to free Ross, which we're going to play here in a second, he also has said that he would try and do whatever possible to oppose Democrats like Elizabeth Warren, which I know we would probably look at that and think, yeah, what are you going to do, boomer? But there are other people who would look at that and think, it's better than the Democrats, Just my observations.
So what has been, what do you think Trump's...
Kurt, that's who I was trying to remember. Sorry. Thank you, Joey. Kurt. I said your name when I was thinking of Kurt.
I kept trying to interrupt you.
Kurt's cool.
Isn't Kurt the guy that's on Jimmy Dore all the time?
Is he going Jimmy Dore?
I'm pretty sure it's him.
Are you sure not
Kurt
thinking of
Metzger?
Kurt Metzger?
Kurt Metzger.
Oh, that's Metzger.
different Kurt.
Okay, different Kurt. Okay.
Different Kurt.
It's not Kurt Russell, so they both suck. Kurt Wuckett, was he the guy that was at the LPF convention?
Yeah, he was the guy who was at the LPF one.
Yeah,
he's a cool dude.
okay.
Yeah. I try to get along with a lot of these people, at least all the cool ones.
Yeah.
Can we at least all agree that we don't want the government involved in this? Cool, that's all I want.
Well, they don't agree. That's the problem.
That's what I'm saying, is the ones that don't want that, those aren't the ones I like.
Yeah.
Timmy, I was never a fan of Sam Bankman-Fried.
Okay.
Even before he got busted by the feds. Like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, but you were overwritten by the democracy that is Bitcoin.
Mm-hmm. Decentralized democracy. Gotta love it.
Dude, there's so many goddamn enclaves of these types of things online I've come to realize. But that's a whole other rabbit hole. How about we play the Donald Trump clip here? Because I think this is interesting that he went out there and reaffirmed the Ross Ulbricht thing.
Pledge to commute the sentence of Ross Ulbricht to a sentence of time served. It's enough. It's enough.
They're just saying USA in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, very different crowd to the LP convention, that's for sure.
So to the extent that Angela can take credit for this, like this is good for her and good for the brand that is the Libertarian Party and all that stuff. I think it's good that he keeps saying it. The more he keeps saying it, the more I believe it. Like if he says it 1,000 times, there's a greater chance that it's actually going to get done. I still don't trust him, but
this is probably the only thing that I think he would actually live up to as sort of a token gesture. And plus, he has something to gain from it himself. He'd be spiting one of the judges that fucked him.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah.
So, yeah, all the other things I'm a little bit skeptical on, but if anything's going to happen, that seems like the one that's more in the likelihood possibility.
I think he'll get someone in there from... I'm not sure if it's going to be a big L libertarian, but he's going to put some libertarian-leaning person on his cabinet.
It's absolutely not going to be a big L.
But what big L's are even qualified?
He has a list of them. Yeah. He has a list. Angela sent him a list like a long time ago. So,
who's on that list though?
Yeah, like who can we actually point to? Hey, this person.
Am I on the list? Are you on the list? Who's on the list?
Josh said not a big L.
Josh Halavka, press secretary.
Josh is on the list.
Yeah, he is a secretary of the Weeds.
Yeah, the Weeds.
The Weeds. For sure.
They should pick an easy one. They should pick an easy one like the ATF, just so it's like real simple. Just get rid of it.
Yeah,
like
you should be. Yeah.
Department of
Josh
Education.
Halavka,
Get rid of it.
Drug czar.
That's right, drug czar. Let's go, dude. Let's go.
DEA, head of the DEA.
There you go.
The good thing about a libertarian in whatever position, you just have one, and then they're like, okay, I've eliminated the department. I'm done with my job.
Nice banger. That's good.
Oh, that would be such a twist. That would be such a great twist.
So good, dude.
That'd be so funny.
That would be like the ultimate like mirrored reality shit.
Dude, that was a good one.
Oh,
we will make you the head of Secretary of Transportation. You said you like trans lives matter, right? Here we go.
It's the same thing, right?
What is? Man. This is so long. Joey sent us something related to this Bitcoin thing. If you guys want to share us some stuff, I'll have a better link for this soon. But come join the Discord at some point. I was trying to find the link before I said it. Come join the Discord so that you guys can give us show suggestions and things like that as well. Joey brought this up from Kurt Wuckett. Maybe
this is just, if this has to do with the convention, I just wanted to talk about the candidate shit.
Okay, yeah, we can.
Like that was just kind of my thing for tonight. Like
okay.
But yeah, no, Kurt's cool and everything. Like I'm sure he has his critiques of like BTC and all that.
He said something about, but I'm a conspiracy theorist when I point out intelligence agency SOPs in the behavior of the Bitcoin community.
Yeah, of course there's bad actors.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a conspiracy. You get any sort of large thing like that, even outside the crypto world, you're going to have CIA or whatever getting in there and fucking with shit, which we'll get to later with Venezuela.
Hell yeah, let's go. All right, where are we at?
Well, while RFK and Donald Trump were busy doing that, how about we show the latest campaign ad?
Meanwhile, libertarians. Yeah. Okay. Oh boy. All right, Josh, get ready. Hold on. I don't know why I hold Josh responsible for everything that Mike.
No, I am too. That's why I wanted to know if he was going to be here tonight.
Go for it. I want to see it.
Okay.
Let me watch it.
There we
Looks
go.
like it was made in the StreamYard.
I was like a lot of other optimistic young men and women who came here to make the world a better place.
Oh, shit.
And I'm going to stay right here and fight for this lost cause.
A big believer in public service, I took the entrance exam to the Metropolitan Police Department here in Washington and other government agencies full of highly trained professionals dedicated to bringing developing nations, especially those formerly under communist control, into the world of developed economies.
What is the point of this ad?
I was like a lot of other.
So he's like other men, whatever, came into the world to make it a better place. Old clip.
A big believer in public.
Yep, I believe in public service, all this kind of stuff.
He basically says a lot of things without saying much.
The fuck is the point of this ad?
I don't know, but Oliver Termott for president. Come
yeah.
on, guys, we got to vote for Oliver Termott. That's our man.
Yeah. What was wrong with it?
And beat a lot of dark people along the way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Rob's just like, I'm out.
Rob's like, I gotta leave. I'm sorry. Have a great night.
I ain't fucking leaving. We're here.
You ain't fucking leaving?
Listen,
Are you sure?
You gotta liven it up, dude. That ad is boring as shit. What are they doing? What?
I agree.
Is it appropriate for another tangent?
Did they just say no to Dan Smots? Like,
I don't know what's going on. I don't understand. Like, there's so much shit going on right now. Like, it's okay. I'll give him this. It's going to be really hard to stand out when the former president gets shot at and the incumbent president drops out. It's really hard to stand out with those two news stories. But what the fuck is that?
And you also have a major third-party candidate, probably the biggest third-party candidate since Ross Perot in RFK. You have to stand out from that as well as on top of the other two major parties. They got to do something other than be gay, Josh. They just got to do something else.
Well, why not? What else do you need to do?
It's
all the kids are going to vote for him. They're like, oh my God, he's gay. That's so great.
Listen, it's very cute that we have the first gay couple running for president together, but, it just isn't enough this time around.
Look, you leave Chase's sugar daddy alone.
Oh, there's a new Florida Mises Caucus ad that just dropped?
Yep.
Oh, yeah, it dropped earlier today.
How do I not know about this?
It dropped like an hour or 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I knew that there was going to be a second one. Hang on. Let's grab it.
Yeah, we're doing cool stuff. Good job, Joey.
So we want to contrast that with this new ad.
Yeah,
okay.
no. Freaking. Shout out to Joey and Dan Smots.
Is it the one that starts off with, I think I found it.
Should have just been posted, I think.
Charlie Chaplin looking like Hitler?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Okay, I haven't seen this yet. Roll that beautiful bean footage is what you wanted to say. Hold on, let me make it big for everybody. I have not watched this yet, so
Can you
let's
make
go.
it big?
I'm sorry,
that shit.
but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. In this world, there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. But we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. We feel too much, we think too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. Victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, or what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men. You are not machines. You are not cattle. You are men. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Let us use that power. Let us all unite.
Bro! Oh! I have so many chills right now. Dude, Dan Smots is fucking amazing. I don't know what else to say.
He really is.
God
man.
damn it, dude. Yes, get him making shit like that. That like gets you like pumped. It gets the blood flowing. It's like, God damn it, we got to do something.
And he'll do it for money.
I don't care if he does it for money. Like, he deserves to be paid for that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
the last video was boring as fucking shit. This video's got me Alex Jones energy right now. Like, let's fucking go.
And,
Like-
and that is exactly what we wanted. We could have sent them just to
my
Florida, but
God,
we didn't
dude.
send them just to Florida. We wanted to send them to the Mises Caucus directly all across the nation because y'all didn't show up at convention. And this is why we got this whole shit going on. So you got to show up at convention. You got to show up, people. This country ain't going to suck its own dick itself. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that, guys.
Listen,
Don't show up to conventions.
to quote,
Save your money. Go have fun with your lives. Don't do politics. That shit's fucking retarded.
Actually, I agree with
quote,
Josh.
Go
I
ra-
agree with Josh 100%.
Go raise your families. Go have fun. Don't come to convention. Make these guys angry. Go enjoy your lives. These are miserable people. You don't want to be here with these miserable fucks. Go enjoy your lives and have fun.
anyway, any of you
That's why Tim left
sadomasochists,
Florida.
any of you sadomasochists who decide to come out still, will be waiting.
You will get to suffer under my tyranny, and you will enjoy it immensely.
I mean, we have a lot of fun here at the Florida LP. Like, no matter what, we always have fun at the
Yeah,
convention.
no. It's a funnel thing, and frankly, to quote some great rat fucker out there,
They like the funnel things.
to quote some great rat fucker out there, the party belongs to those who show up. So, anyway, take with that what you
can't hear
will.
it. Okay.
Just thought that we would have a good laugh about a tale of two worlds going on there.
I was having a laugh at everyone in chat telling me that I can't yell because Brandy's going to come get me.
Randy gonna come get you, bro.
And I said into the mic, but you couldn't hear it. I pay the rent, bitch. Anyway.
That'll do it. That'll do it. Anyway, so moving on from Bitcoin, the Olympics are going on right now too, and there seems to be a lot of weird controversies going on because God forbid there always is. God forbid should conservatives get mad at something that deserves it.
And by God, Mitch is talking about that fat chick that was Jesus.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna
The
get to the
bait.
fat. We're gonna get to that.
The trap was set. The bait was taken.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Josh is all over that.
No,
He's
honestly,
going whaling, baby.
if it weren't for the outrage porn that y'all love to like worship over, I would never even known this had happened. It would have been just
Same.
another blip on the radar.
Same.
But everybody's so mad for all the right reasons, and I love it. Y'all stay mad.
So fucking retarded.
It's so
Right.
funny.
It's
I made
funny.
a fat chick. Fucking Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
What's funny
That is welcome to Parisian fucking France. That's how they are. They're
If you wanna
godless
get the-
assholes.
Let's bring up the photos here. 'Cause
Yeah, I know.
technically
All that was
they
missing
weren't-
from that fucking Olympics opening was a baby smoking a fucking cigarette in a stroller.
Right? My
For
uncle was
starters,
like, y'all had
they
it in
weren't doing
France.
the
What do you
Last
think?
Supper. Apparently, they weren't doing the Last Supper. It was a
Come
different
on,
painting
bro.
that they were doing here. You'll
I don't
see
really
here
care
when
what
you
it
go to the
was.
second
It's
one.
fucking.
Go to the second one.
She's
That's
wearing
what they were
Jesus,
trying to
she's
do.
wearing the Halo crown, dude.
Now go to
Yeah.
the second one.
We'll revisit this idea.
This, I guess, was what they were trying to go with. But even then, if that was the goal,
They did it poorly.
yeah, even then I'm looking at that thinking, what the fuck is... Just no. I mean, like, it's gross, but at the same time, it's like, there's a lot going on in the world. I feel like this is just a whole nothing burger.
I'm trying to.
That's Parisian France for you. They want to
Yeah.
offend you on purpose so they can laugh at your offense.
Listen, are we really all that surprised that the French are gay?
No. And we gave them exactly what they wanted. They're all sitting back laughing at us getting offended. Like, ha, look at these losers. Fucking offended over everything. Fucking snowflakes.
Goddamn French. And we're letting the French win. My God.
Yeah, it's horrible. That's what I'm saying there. You shouldn't, like, these are the types of, like, that, they're the godless trolls of the real, like, in real life world. Like, never fuck with Parisian French. They are horrible people, just like the Quebecois.
You really know your French region, don't you? But then again, you are
horrible
Haitian,
people.
So.
Horrible people.
So here's another photo. This one shows the two compared.
Fat Jesus.
Yeah, Fat Jesus.
That's a motherfucking last
Praise
supper.
Fat Jesus. Praise Fat Jesus.
There's
Hey, she didn't break no bread. She just ate the whole loaf.
Yeah, she said
right,
I'm gonna
there you
eat
go.
that shit whole.
Hey, the Catholic's about to get a lot more body, if you know what I'm saying. And that blood's gonna be a lot thicker with cholesterol.
Anyway, people were getting so outraged over nothing that they actually issued a response, which I have the video in The Guardian here if Tim wants to bring that up.
Yeah.
Like,
The
it's one of
right
those
is turning
things
to the
where,
left. You create enough outrage, they have to apologize.
you know, the pendulum was always bound to swing the other way again. You know what I
know.
mean? Like, that's and now I'm getting outraged with these motherfuckers because all I can, honestly, Republicans, your presidential candidate just got shot. And this is what you're talking about.
The Last Supper. Some big blue fat guy in France. While the French are laughing at you because they got a one-over that you're mad at their big fat blue French guy.
So this was a response from who?
If you scroll down, there's a video where they show the response. Of course, we
This?
have some tweets. No, or is that it? Yeah, that's
Clearly,
it.
there was never an intention to show disrespect to any religious group. On the contrary, I think that Majoli really tried to really intend to celebrate community tolerance. That was his word yesterday. And looking at the result of the polls that we shared, we believe that this ambition was achieved. If people have taken any offense, we are of course really, really sorry.
Ma volonté n'est pas d'être subversif
I
ni
did
de
not
me
intend
moquer
to be
ni de choquer.
subversive or
Ma
mock or
volonté
shock.
est simplement de,
I wanted to say that we are
de dire
this
que
big us.
nous sommes ce grand nous et que
And last night the
hier
ideas
soir
were from
c'était
the
des
French
idées
Republic.
républicaines, c'était des idées
They were inclusive ideas,
d'inclusion, c'était des
ideas
idées
of
de
kindness,
bienveillance, de générosité,
generosity,
des idées de
ideas of
solidarité,
solidarity,
bref, de ce que je crois
which
nous
I think we
avons
desperately need.
follement besoin. En France, on a le droit de s'aimer
In France, we're
comme on
allowed
veut,
to
avec
love
qui on
who we
veut.
want, how we
En
want.
France, on a le
In
droit de
France,
croire
we
ou de
can
ne pas
believe
croire.
or not believe.
En France, on a le
In
droit, on
France,
a
we
beaucoup
have
de
a
droits.
lot of
Voilà.
things.
Et c'était l'idée
And I wanted to convey those values throughout the
transparaître
ceremony,
cette,
like the fact that I am. That was the unedited version. I'm sorry.
You know what's funny is when I was in Sweden, they all love to talk like mad shit about each other over there, and they called like the French like the most in the closeted, like anti-gay people out there, which that's why this is even more fucking hilarious.
So I'm not outraged by it because it's just typical of everything that we see like in Super Bowl ceremonies and everything else. And there was a discussion they had on PBD earlier where they were like, if this was held in America, do you think that there would be something like this? And 1,000% yes, there would definitely be something like this, because like the whole, like he was saying, the intent behind it was to promote inclusivity and this idea that we're all, you know, whatever, free loving things and whatever, doesn't matter. But there's another layer to this. Like, they're trying to deny the whole Last Supper aspect and the similarities and all that kind of stuff. You know, how deep do you want to go?
Yeah,
There's
definitely some striking similarities.
I'm just... Who the fuck is gay enough to watch the Summer Olympics?
They don't even have a
in
bobsled
general.
team.
I was going to get to
cares?
that, man. The Olympics are gay in general.
No, Winter Olympics are cool. You got
Winter Olympics are
curling,
cool.
you got ice hockey. Like, Summer Olympics, what do you got? Basketball? Gay. What else you got?
The USA
Gymnastics?
basketball
Double
team-
gay.
The USA
Swimming?
basketball.
Gay.
I'm gonna
Cycling? Gay. Tennis? Gay.
Oh, you don't want to watch the pole vault?
What
Gay.
about
Track and field? Big gay.
we were
Throwing
making
that metal ball.
Before you got on,
Handling
Josh,
balls, gay.
before we got on, Josh, we were talking about apparently there was an Olympic event for boxing, and there were transgenders beating up women.
Good. Women deserve to get beat.
And I guess there's two that are ready for the finals or whatever.
2 transgenders and 2 women.
Well, it depends on who you ask, but transgenders. Yeah.
Damn, transgenders made it to the finals of the Olympics as women? That's
right.
crazy. That's how far we've come as a society, boys.
In
We should
boxing.
be proud of it.
What a progressive time to be alive.
God damn it. God bless France. Vive la France.
I just want to say before we move on that you're saying like people should not be offended by this. They should just get over it. I think they will. Christians are largely an overly tolerant group, I'll say. But I think like they were saying in that response video that they were not trying to offend anyone. And I call bullshit 1,000%. If you guys know any gay people or whatever, they are super anti-religious generally. There are a few that say they're super Christians or whatever, but many of them are super anti-religious. Not just that they don't believe in God, but they hate the idea of church and believing in God because, whatever, it has oppressed them in the past or whatever. And this was a purposeful demonstration to offend somebody. So on one hand, I agree with you where I say, no, you shouldn't really be offended by it. It doesn't fucking matter. It's really stupid dog and pony show crap. But at the other hand, if someone is trying to purposely offend you, and you don't react to that, like, I don't know what you do with that information, but
it's like, don't feed the fucking trolls.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
Trolls. Yeah.
Don't feed the fucking trolls. That's what France did. They're like, that little fucking skinny twink over there was like, I'm gonna troll the entire world tonight. Did successfully, and then sat back and like troll in that whole fucking interview. That's what he did.
I got a song to dedicate.
Is it my favorite song?
It is the greatest troll song of all time by a man who trolled the Soviet Union.
Where are you sending this? Okay, I think I have it.
Oh God,
no,
I knew
it.
this.
No.
Troll.
So what do you say about the other people who say like this is all an occult ritual?
Okay, the Olympics have always been some kind of cult ritual of some sort. Like,
yeah,
they did these shits to like worship the fucking Greek gods back in the day. Like, yeah,
right.
This
right.
shit, why was this revived?
What kind of occult shit we talking about?
Well,
that's my response to the private chat. But
yeah, Luke Radowski does a breakdown of it. There's a few other channels that have done full breakdowns of everything that happened in the opening ceremony and what rituals they're tied to and the whole deal.
Gotcha. I'm always very interested in this kind of stuff, but sometimes it gets into weird areas. You know what I mean?
Of course it does. It's a cult shit. What are you talking about?
Olympics should be done naked. Joey's right.
Well, I mean,
there you go.
Make the Olympics great again.
Events.
Authentic. That's what you call it. Here we go.
Yeah, this was this French twink during this whole interview. Just coming out here.
I don't think I've ever heard this song.
You never heard
what?
this? How have you never heard this?
What?
Like an internet classic?
No, keep this on. We're going for the full. We're going for the full song now. Tim's got to.
I hear Laura.
Insert skinny French twink here. That was him just...
Does it get any better? It's just the same shit.
How does it get any worse?
It is one of the great... How can you just like...
This is the greatest video of all time. You were ridiculous.
Plus, even better, this song was basically a big troll to the Soviet Union. Basically, just some background. This dude's a Russian singer, and he wrote a song about like cowboys in the Wild West. But the Soviet Union was like, no, you need to change that because that's too capitalist. So literally, he just made the song this. It's like one of the original trolls.
And they literally gave him like 20, 30 minutes notice before like he went out there that he couldn't sing it. So he's like, okay, I'm just going to make some shit up. And they're like, that's perfect.
Yeah, I never heard this before, so
It's like
I
the
don't know.
troll anthem. Back in the day, before
Oh.
before there was like YouTube streaming and all this shit and the Twitch, there were things like SickCam and Ustream and shit like
I
that.
remember Ustream. I did Cop Watch on
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Well, SickCam, it was funny. If you went and you trolled in people's chat rooms, they would
Mhm.
eventually banish you to something called Troll Rehab, which was just an entire stream full of people who got banished there from trolling, and they basically had to sit in timeout. And the stream was just a constant repeat of that song.
Okay.
It's kind of fun meeting people just like, yeah, I got banned from here. Yeah, I got banned from, like, honestly, it's like the best version of AA.
AA's for quitters.
AA for
Fuckers.
trolls, whatever we would call it. I don't know. You get what I'm saying. It's like a support group.
Yeah.
If
I
we all
miss the
showed
old
up here
internet.
and got banned together.
I miss the old internet. Those were the good old days.
I do too.
Never again.
We also lost Omegle last year, so RIP.
It's okay. Chatterbait still exists.
Oh. At least that one's pretty honest
Oh,
with its
God.
name.
Yeah.
It's not even trying to hide who's on there. You know exactly who you're going to run into.
Speaking of hiding,
Yes.
looks like socialism is getting shoved in a hole in Venezuela now.
Yeah.
Thanks for the transition, Josh.
Yeah. All right, so let's get down to business with Venezuela because we've talked about a few different regime things over the years here. We talked about Kazakhstan, we talked about Cuba, and as we know, those governments are now thriving democracies.
Yes.
So let's talk about Venezuela.
You get exactly what you vote for.
So I guess, as they point out, the numbers come out to like 109, 112, somewhere in that range of things. And as we're also going to get into here, I went down the rabbit hole to see what the libertarians were up to in Venezuela.
Mhm.
And we'll, it's very strange. You know what I mean? And
No, I don't. Please elaborate.
okay, let's elaborate then, Mr. Halavka. Thank you for begging the question. So basically, Maduro came out with 51%, ended up winning with a 109% margin, and this has basically sparked massive protest.
The total of the votes was 109%.
Total. Thank you, Tim.
Yes.
The gummy's kicking in. I'm getting wrecked by the regime. But so basically, this has led to uproar and protests and things like that. So a lot of footage has then been emerging, which we will see also from Mario here, but also from Sal Mayweather.
I don't see it here, but there was an interesting graphic. I don't know if you saw it that showed the vote counts throughout the night. Vote counts graph. Have you seen this?
Did we have a Biden situation where it's just like shot up?
Yes.
Oh wow. Ooh.
Yes. I will try to find it real quick.
100%. It looked like a Biden situation. 100%. I saw the.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like the same exact F graph that we were familiar with in 2020.
Yeah.
And sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth between here and the LNC meeting. So.
You're fine.
No, you're good. I would really like to see that graph if anyone could find that out there, because obviously people in our world would immediately look at this and think, what are the CIA doing? But I think it's more so a case of it's already a shit show down there.
There's a website you can go to if you want to type it in. It's
go ahead, tell me.
www.meatspin.com.
No. Okay, I found it.
That's what are you going to say?
If you
Lemon
want to see the
Party
Venezuelan
next?
election results, go to meatspin.com.
But listen,
If you're tired of the Libertarian Party, guys, well, I got a party for you. Go to lemonparty.org and you can join a new regime.
We should start the lemon party.
But here you go. This
Nicholas
was the
Sarwark, Josh Eagle, we now have the party for you.
No, lemon party.
This was the graph, though. The Venezuela one's on the left. This is obviously like somebody took a screenshot of it and made a comment, but you can see it's even more dramatic.
Yeah, like it really.
Yeah.
It's
Because
like
I
they
think
did it once and they're like, "Oh fuck, that still didn't give us enough
So-
numbers. Do it again."
So the from what I understand, the polling at the time of the election the average polling was showing Maduro down by 25%.
Wow.
And he won by 1%, allegedly.
Huh.
So, like, that's kind of the drastic change that you kind of see here represented in this graph. Is like a 25-point margin. No, this totally, dude. It's Venezuela has the most secure elections that have ever been conducted. Maduro, while he was in office, he fortified that election so well. Look, you cannot deny these results.
Got to give props to the fortification. They fortified it fair and square.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is some of the shit that's been popping off that we've been seeing. And, obviously, Duke couldn't make it, but his first initial thought was CIA. But honestly, with the way things are, is it one of those things that they instigated, or is it more like it happens and then they say, well, let's take advantage of it?
I actually got that graph from FrostWire. It comes out after LimeWire. It was a little better, much better peer-to-peer integration. Anyway, here you go.
Yeah, we'll get
the chanting USA.
They're chanting USA?
This is wild.
I can't tell. Is it USA or is it something else?
I don't know what they're saying. So those are the protests outside the building. I don't think anything dramatic happens. It just keeps going.
This is just one of the first ones that there's been quite a few videos that have been emerging, and as I've noticed, a lot of these videos fall down the memory hole months later. So at this point, I like bringing them onto the show for us to kind of see what the fuck's going on. Here's another one of a Hugo Chavez. Was it
Venezuelans tear down a statue of Hugo Chavez in protest of Maduro. So that's the statue of Chavez. Boom. Down.
Boom. Boom.
Boom.
Boom.
Le boom. No, that's French. That's gay.
I'm sure since they've given up their guns, this will end well.
Venezuelans tear down images of Maduro. So they're pulling down all the communist leaders. Good. Get rid of them all. And then this one, Venezuelans take to the streets. Unfortunately, they've already given up their guns, so it likely won't end well.
Yeah.
God damn.
Así dicen estos malditos que perdimos, mira. Mira, mira. Joda. La gente arrecha en la calle, vale. ¿Hasta cuándo esta mierda?
Hola, necesita.
Hola, ¿qué pasa?
Viva la revolution!
Yeah.
But,
so I just want to kind of impede here for a moment that I love how everybody always likes to comment about, oh, well, the Venezuelans gave up their guns, so, like, let's see how this works out for them. Like, there's not going to be tons of illegal firearms piped into Venezuela now, especially from them three-letter alphabet agencies.
Also,
them motherfuckers are going to come up on guns. We're going to have a field day, boys. We may as well take a trip down to Venezuela for a month or two.
So there's a conflict going on in Myanmar that no one ever talks about because it's not as sexy as these other things. And it has become famous for 3D printed guns and guns that have never existed that have now been made out of pipes and wood by the fucking rebels over there. So
I just want
if they can do that there, it's possible anywhere.
I just want a case of ARs and a Hilux. That's it. CIA daddy, I'm here for you.
You're here for you got to play kitty though.
White Howard, where you at, big boy? Let's go get some of that. For a Hilux and a case of ARs, I'm in. I'll slobber all over that knobber.
Yeah, man. I don't know. It'll be interesting I bring up Kazakhstan and Cuba, though, because we saw things pop off there. We talked about them here on the show, and then it just all kind of subsided. So that's why I look at this and I wonder, are we going to see something similar?
I don't know what's going to happen now. It seems kind of crazy. To Josh's point, there's going to be like definitely some alphabet agencies that are going to try to get involved and put their people in power and all that kind of stuff, which doesn't give me a lot of hope. Like you're saying, like why do people care that the guns were restricted or whatever? Because these illegal firearms are going to exist and whatever, but they won't be as ubiquitous, and so it won't be. Democracy's not good, so maybe that's not the right answer. But like, I don't know that it's going to be any better now that guns are restricted. It would obviously be better if they were unrestricted. But this is going to be another, I think Maduro and Chavez were propped up by the West. And so it's not going to be any different now. Maybe it'll be a battle for like, if Russia is going to have influence or China is going to have influence or the US is going to have influence, it becomes another battleground for the proxy wars between world powers. Maybe that's possible, but it's not good for Venezuela. You guys are fucked.
Well, I think China and Russia love Chavez and they love Maduro. Like that's their guy.
So maybe it was propped up by them. Point is that it wasn't anything that was organic to the Venezuelan people. That's kind of my point.
No, and frankly, the more we continue this segment, I'm going to have to be the one to disappoint you all about libertarianism in Venezuela and its current state. It's not a Javier Milei situation by any means.
Yeah, he's Argentina. Okay.
Yeah, I know. We're basically going to have a tale of two libertarian parties here in a minute.
Isn't that kind of how all the libertarian parties are? Is they're like super vastly different and tend to bicker with each other like libertarian individuals do?
Even
about
then,
what real libertarianism should look like.
When we get there,
we suck.
The party in Venezuela reminds me more of the Prags, and Javier Milei reminds me more of like the Mises radical people.
Well, yeah, you have one guy who just took over his country after 120% inflation and the shit thing basically spinning the drain of the shitter, where you have the other country where your country is in the shitter and is spinning the drain, and you might be on the cusp of something, but all you guys have no charisma. And you're a bunch of autistic retards, so here you are fucking talking philosophy instead of getting out in the streets.
So,
which one is America more like? I say the latter.
So definitely the latter. We're never
definitely the latter.
We have no team unity, no esprit de corps, no sense of commitment. Like we have no mission discipline. We just want to fuck each other over.
Are you saying that we are filled with rugged individualism?
No, I'm saying we're filled with rugged retardation.
So if
rugged autism abound.
We have one more video from Rob here, but if we want, we can also pull.
Yeah,
we want to.
Rob looking all serious.
He's
you
busy.
Looking all cute when you're serious, Robbie.
He's being an official.
These guys are fake. This is fake news. This isn't real news.
Oh, this isn't real, so we're not doing this anymore.
Should I pull it off?
I wish it was real news. I think it's fake news.
Yeah. They noted it.
They are.
Womp womp.
Wah, wah.
Imprisoned and
every revolution evaporates and leaves behind only the slime of a new bureaucracy.
Hold on, let me read this real quick. Breaking: Venezuelan army captains Javier and Juan Carlos Nieto Quintero. I got that close. Send a message to all soldiers. It's time to make right decisions at a historical moment. It's evident that we have a new president-elect. Time for the army to intervene. The community notes say they are not active military. Juan Carlos Nieto Quintero was imprisoned and tortured by Venezuelan government security forces. He is now out of Venezuela. That doesn't make him not legitimate to me. If anything, that gives him more credibility.
This means he's in exile.
And he's saying, like, it's time for you guys to, like I was tortured by these fucks. They obviously cheated. Let's do something about it. How does that make this less relevant?
I don't know. It's a really weird time, and we're kind of seeing some clouds descending. So,
my only thing is looking at them is neither of them are carrying any rank of an official military personnel. There's no badges, no patching, no name tags.
What the hell kind of camouflage is that?
Look at that. Look at that. That's totally legit, bro.
Dude looks like fucking Juan.
Oh, there's no English subtitles? Why would you give me
this? This is fucking...
Speak American!
These two look retarded. Get
That's
them
why we
off
got to
the
bring
serve.
Zach Foster onto the show.
All right.
He owes me one.
We'll skip to the next part.
All right. So anyway, just to break down some of the different stuff with what happened in Venezuela here, if you want to scroll down, we'll see the two big contenders here, and then we'll jump to some of the third parties, and then I'll show you where the libertarians are in all this.
So those are the major candidates.
These are our two major candidates. Yes, you have Maduro and
say his name.
I cannot read it.
Edmundo Gonzalez Yorritra.
Thank you, Tim. I cannot read for shit because this is all really small on my screen.
Okay. Here, let me. Okay, it does work a little bit. There you go.
There we go. There we go. Perfect.
So these are the other candidates.
So these are all other candidates, and I basically researched to the best of my abilities to see which one of these parties was the more libertarian one. And shocker, none of these parties have any sort of libertarian values in any way, shape, or form. The Venezuela First one is still very shockingly somewhat left. You know what I mean? I don't know if that has to do with the cultural thing.
So it's not really like a nationalist thing?
It's not. It didn't give me the vibes of like a Trump nationalist. You know what I mean?
Right.
And the guy who ran against Maduro, who I guess if things did go the way of those other guys, president-elect, he strikes me more of as an independent center-left type of fellow. Just from looking
platform. The Democratic Unitary Platform is a Venezuelan opposition political alliance made of civil society, trade unions. All right, you're a socialist.
Yep.
So this guy's
that's what I'm saying.
so he's
That's
still
what I'm
a
saying.
socialist. He doesn't like they're.
He's not any
trading
different.
him.
For the case with the U.S. government and the CIA, they don't care if you're a socialist. They don't care if you're a libertarian. They just care if they can do business with you. And that's probably, if they do want this guy in, that's probably how they see it.
Wait, which guy do they want?
If they want someone, I assume it would be Edmundo.
Oh, because he's more white.
They do not want Maduro.
Okay.
So anyway, I went to look on, and I think I put Javier Milei's Argentinian Libertarian Party on there. If you want to pull that up, just to give you an idea of what their page looks like, because it's going to be night and day when we look at these two. Want to make that a bit larger for me.
How far do you want me to go down?
It's right there on the side that I'm looking to get the information of. We're under ideology.
Under ideology.
Yeah, you see ideology. It lists. I think it's right libertarianism. Something. I cannot fucking read it because it's small.
I can't even see where you're seeing. I see integrated parties.
What? Can you make the screen larger on the screen again?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. Go to the top. Okay, go a little bit down there in the little box right there.
Oh, this.
So
okay.
As far as ideology goes, we have libertarian conservatism, economic liberalism, and right-wing populism.
Okay. Yeah, these three here. Yep.
Yeah, that's generally what we see there. You know, Milei is the head and everything.
That's the Libertad. Yeah.
Yeah, this is generally the Libertarian Party that won in Venezuela. Now let's compare that to the one in in Venezuela, not Argentina.
Right here.
Yeah, and with
classical liberalism, not bad.
Yeah.
Cultural liberalism, and economic. I mean, it depends on how they're defining the word liberal.
Well, if you look at what it says under political ideology right there on the left, it kind of gets into more of that. You have classical liberalism, progressive conservatism. That seems like an oxymoron. Cultural liberalism, liberal feminism, and economic liberalism. You see why these people remind me of the Prags.
Political conservatism is the political ideology that attempts to combine conservative and progressive policies while still supportive of capitalist economy. It stresses the importance of government intervention in order to improve human and environmental conditions. These sounds like Georgians.
These were the closest I could find to libertarian when looking at the different parties in Venezuela.
You're going to tell me a country who's been steeped in socialism for almost 50 years now isn't gonna. The closest thing you're gonna have to libertarianism is Georgia's. Are you fucking surprised?
I'm not shocked. I really am not.
Incrementalism at work.
So let's just say that these are our people. Our libertarians in Venezuela did have a candidate. I do have her profile on there too, Maria.
Oh, the one that was barred from the ballot.
Bring Maria.
Yeah, she was removed from the ballot.
Are you ready, Rob?
Yes.
Rob, are you ready?
I'm ready.
More or less milk toast?
Zoom in.
67, dude. She is less milk toast. If she's,
Oh,
Don't look at her. Come on, dude.
That's not milk toast there, big dog.
She's
That's
pushing
50
60 looking like that.
Look,
That's good.
56.
I mean, she does look good for her age. I'll give her that, man.
She's Hispanic. She's cheating.
No.
Genetic superiority.
No.
No.
Latina women have 2 fucking like arc pads once they hit over 30.
Beautiful and fat.
Yeah, beautiful refrigerator. There's no in between.
Yeah, it goes one or the other.
Like y'all seen Selena Gomez lately? She's hitting her refrigerator arc.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. Let me go to images.
Anyway, she was basically barred from the ballot.
Based.
Wow.
Yeah, so I know that might come as a surprise to many libertarians out there. A libertarian was removed from the ballot in Venezuela.
Based.
Yeah, so she and the reasoning was very weird. It was like something like political crimes or some shit.
Oh,
like
even more based.
Yeah, I know. I'm loving this woman. I really am.
Tell her if she wants to come and get a green card, I'm here for her.
Okay, this is probably the most unflattering picture.
What, we have some more pictures?
That's probably the most unflattering picture of her.
Still would.
There are some ones here, like this one here. Let me copy image address. She looks like an older AOC. This is AOC's future.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Light skin.
I can get with that. I can get with that.
Yeah. She's going to age gracefully, too. AOC, at least.
That's my baby.
And here we go. We'll do a more flattering picture, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my
God.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, she's got that, like, she is definitely, like, AOC's mom, dude. Look at that.
Oh. She can give me that look all night long.
No, she'll give you this look.
I just need the subtitles on and I'm okay, dude.
Yeah.
That's the look she gives Josh. It's like, what the fuck?
You stupid motherfucker.
You smoke too much weed.
Oh, man.
So that's what's happening in Venezuela. Cool.
Yeah, no, that's what we got, and it'll be interesting to see how this goes down, because honestly, as much as I want to hope something will come out of this, I can't help but think of, like, because we sat here and watched videos in Kazakhstan of motherfuckers on horses going through fucking shell fire, and then it just dissipated, you know? Like, why should I expect anything different from here? You know what I mean?
It's gonna be a shit show that I don't care about. Is what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you got to shoot your way out of socialism, so that seems likely. So,
as long as we're not giving them billions and trillions of dollars, you know, whatever. Let them do what they want. Fuck the South.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's one for you. Let's say
she doesn't have crazy eyes.
Let's say the Federales found someone not like Venti Venezuela, the libertarians that we just looked at, but more like the Javier Milei types, and they wanted to install them. Would you be for that?
I would be for it, but I'm not for intervening. They need to do it themselves. I got my own problems here I need to worry about.
Okay. Just curious what your take on that was.
That's my take always.
I'm president of the United States.
Yeah. I was elected to lead, not to read. Is that what you're going to say?
Yes.
You're goddamn right. We pushing all of them fucking alphabet boys to put them guys in office. Like, go for it.
Yeah, I don't really care what happens in other places that aren't America. I barely care what happens on the West Coast. Like, the only reason I care is because it's a lot easier to invade.
I mean,
for them.
There's a meme out there that shows a map of America and why you wouldn't want to invade America. And I think it's like over San Francisco, it says, okay, admittedly, this would be kind of easy.
Gangs everywhere.
Yeah.
No, that was Los Angeles. Gangs.
Well, yeah.
Gangs.
And
Florida was Florida, man.
Yeah, it's the gang capital of the nation. You don't want to fuck with LA.
You hit Appalachia, you got all the hillbillies with guns. Like everywhere was basically a stereotype, but with guns. And then
Yes.
Florida was Florida Man.
Where's the stereotype where they don't have guns?
That I think was San Francisco, where it said, okay, admittedly, this would be kind of easy to take over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that was the one area where they conceded, like, okay.
Yeah, but isn't like Orange County like not too far? And that would be kind of hard.
They're kind of gay too, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
It'd be hard, but it wouldn't be as
They can keep
hard as
'em.
other areas.
I thought
Let 'em have it.
I thought Orange County was like the reddest part of California. Is it
Doesn't
not?
matter. They can have all of California. The reddest part is still purple as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you imagine when they hit Vegas, that's gonna get pretty crazy.
So they're gonna be like, "Yeah, we staying here, boys."
San Fran is also covered in shit. Yeah, they've salted their own earth.
I mean, did you see Newsom? Newsom was getting rid of some of the homeless people now. Now that the Supreme Court decision's kind of allowing that to happen.
Oh, he's actually doing something now.
Yeah, and also
look
when
at
the
him
Chinese
being
come
a
in town.
conservative.
Yeah, he's unleashing the police.
The biggest news I saw about Newsom this week was getting owned by Elon Musk, saying that he consulted the world-renowned expert Sug on these nuts.
I saw a video. It said, "This is Newsom since the Supreme Court allowed him to get rid of homeless people," and it's just a dude spraying a homeless person with a water hose, like for 10 minutes, just straight spraying them for 10 minutes with a water hose. Get off my lawn.
I'm spraying him with dirty water.
It's definitely gonna be dirty water.
Oh yeah, no. You think we're gonna waste like some kind of good like smart water shit on that? Hell no.
We're taking water straight out the fucking polluted ass ocean.
Exactly. Thank you. You get that Fukushima water.
You get that dirty raw sewage fucking dysentery water.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I did not. I expected us to go 2 hours on Venezuela alone. I'm surprised we went through all that. And I don't know if
It's easy when you don't care.
But I have an announcement.
Yes.
You're gay?
I have said 1776 will be discontinuing certain designs. And on that note, we are starting a campaign
Damn it.
to write in Dave Smith.
You're fucking gay.
And that is why you should buy that merch while it is still there. Because after November, that merch is gone and it is never coming back to 1776 ever again. So get
Dave
it while
Smith
it's still
is not
there.
gonna fuck you,
Write in-
Mitch.
Hey man, we also got right in Ron Paul, so maybe Ron Paul will give me that dick instead.
Ron Paul ain't gonna fuck you either.
Oh man, don't break my heart like that. Don't go be doing me like
This
that,
is
Josh.
the-
But we
the-
will write in Dave Smith and get some merch. That design is already up on 1776, as well as write in Ron Paul. It's now one of my templates. So, you know, if you're a political person and you want a template that looks like that, that can now be arranged. Looking at you, Josh. But
I'm on the ballot. What are you gonna write me in for?
it doesn't have to say write in.
win.
You can say anything you want there. I can change it to whatever words you need.
Suck
I wanna
on
put
Josh
your-
Alavka.
It's just
I
another
want to put
template.
your face on there with "Get these nuts."
There you go.
Anyway,
Post
that
it
was
on
my
Gr-
big plug that I
I need
thought would
3
be
or
good
4
for
pictures
that.
from you, Mitch, for Grinder.
There you go. You have
For
to
the love of
put-
God, Josh.
You have to put your sexual orientation as polyamorous.
Oh man, but yeah, no, I'm legit though. I'm going to be redoing 1776 and a lot of these different
Oh,
designs
damn.
that I have shown off on here that we've had fun with. I'm going to be removing them because I have so much shit on there and new ideas. So, got to get ready for 2028 after
Hell
2024
yeah!
is
Clear
done.
out old merch, get in new merch. That's what I'm talking about,
Don't you
Mitch.
do? Don't
Exactly.
Don't
and
you
the
do-
only a little bit of a spoiler, the only Dave Smith shirt that I plan on keeping that isn't, you know, just ones that aren't like political based, I guess, like more Legion of Skank shit, is the Smith Malice one, because that shit, people love it, so it's gonna stay.
Don't you do drop shipping for all of your stuff? So
To
why
some
would
degree,
you-
yes. To some degree, no,
What
because
do you
there
mean
was
no. Do you have an inventory in your house?
there actually are a few designs that I made the mistake
That you
of
went
trying to
all
do
that you went
inventory.
all in on.
I went
yeah.
all in, made the great mistake of getting quite a few of these Julian Assange and Anarchy is a
My point
Preferable
was gonna
Solution
be-
shirts.
my point
I
was
also
gonna-
used to have a lot of Ron Paul ones, but thank you to Angela and Austin for buying my last two. So shout out to Angela McCardle and Austin.
Yeah,
So
you're helping Mitch stay off the streets. Anyway,
thank you. You're helping clear out the inventory in my garage.
If you do drop
Getting
shipping,
Mitch-
why would you ever get rid of designs? It seems like you're just purposefully reducing your inventory. It's a question for off stream. It just sounds stupid to me.
No. It's
yeah.
So I'm gonna ask it on stream to make you look stupid.
That's right. Yeah.
There's so much shit on my site that if you go and you go through it, there's like, dude, I have Trump
Organize it better.
Ramaswamy and Trump DeSantis. Like, come on, man.
Organize
That's not
it
happening.
better. Organize
Trump-
it better.
Trump DeSantis is not happening. No one's buying a Trump DeSantis thing anymore. That ship has sailed.
I can't believe people ever bought that shit.
They never did. They never did. It was on there just because I thought someone might. There was also a Trump Ramaswamy one.
How many you sell of those?
That's right. Worthless.
You know what did sell though? Fucking Ron
He's
DeSantis
nuts.
and the Grand Theft Auto art.
Yeah,
People
that was
love,
pretty
even
good,
if you're
though.
not a fan of DeSantis, motherfuckers just think that shit's funny.
It is funny.
Exactly.
It is.
It is good. Does he have on like 5-inch heels in the art?
No, I photoshopped him over that one dude from the riots 2020. With the polo shirt.
You're talking out of your mic, but yes.
Yeah, I photoshopped.
What is happening with his mic? Is it just me? It's not just me, right?
No,
it's not
sounded
just
weird.
you.
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
happening? My mic.
There you go. It sounds better now. It sounded like you weren't speaking with your chest.
No.
That's what it sounded like.
Use
All
your
right.
big boy voice, Mitch.
Big
Let's
boy
do-
voice.
Let's go around and do our butt plugs. Let's get out of here.
Do the butt plugs. Wrap this shit up. Wrap it up.
Yeah,
Anyway,
start.
go check out 1776. Rob, what do you got?
I got some comedy dates coming up here in Pensacola, Odd Colony, August 23rd, and Panama City Beach, possibly still going on, August 19th. Follow me on R. Vincent Comedy.
All right. Tim, what's
Halafka.
up?
Oh, I always go last.
Yeah,
Halafka.
okay, Josh.
Josh Halofka for Florida House, District 105. Go to joshhalofka.com, smash that donate button, throw me a couple bucks as we're getting into elections, full-on election campaign season. Join the LPF, join the LP, donate your money to one of those two organizations, and come by next show. And it's Halofka for Florida, not for Liberty.
Ah, fuck. All these goddamn libertarians. I'm sorry. Anyway.
I'm for
Halafka,
Florida.
Yeah.
Fuck Liberty.
Goddamn
Florida. Florida
It's-
first, baby.
It's been
Liberty
wrong.
second, Florida first. Flex it.
Yeah.
It's been like wrong on the show the whole time. There you go, Florida.
Butt plugs.
There you go. Anyway, make sure you're following the show at Real Swamp Cast. We are trying to get to our next goal, which is 1,000 subs. We're going to do a live stream for the DNC. We're going to do the presidential debate, which is September 10th, I believe. And then also, it's September something. Is it 10th or 12th?
Man,
And the
Trump versus
motherfucking 100th.
Buttigieg is going to be crazy.
And the 100th episode is coming in 2 weeks, so definitely make sure you're there. We're going to put Mitch on trial to see if he's going to have to eat the Pocky chip or not.
And
He's going to eat the Pocky chip. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, follow up to that. I think it was Joey
Once
made
again,
the comment earlier. What if we have a panel of judges and we have all three, Smith, Harlos, and Layton, and then the three of them vote and decide on whether or not. Mitch is going to eat it either way, but it's an excuse to have
I already
all
have
three
a
of
plea
them on.
deal. I already have a plea deal lined up.
No
I'm
plea
not giving
deals
that
will
up.
be
No,
accepted.
I'm not accepting
You
no
haven't
plea
talked-
deals.
You haven't talked
Josh,
to the
Josh,
prosecution.
Judge is turning down.
Trust me. If
You
you
haven't
heard
talked to
the
the
plea
prosecution
deal,
about the plea
I'd
deal.
Okay.
be on board with it.
I'm
Trust
not. I'm
me.
not taking any plea deals.
I still
Listen.
eat shit.
Listen, I understand the legal process. He's allowed to make an offer, and he has to give that to our prosecuting attorney, and he is required to present it to us. We are not required to accept it,
That's it.
but we'll hear you out.
Well, I mean, I
Here's the
guess
deal.
you're right. Jim. I'll
Here's
hear
the deal,
about.
Josh and Mitch. The prosecution typically makes the plea deal, not the defense. So
Well,
Yeah,
what does it,
man.
what does it mean when the defense tries to make a plea deal?
It means they're talking
this is-
out of
Yeah,
their
they're fucking
ass.
guilty and they should fucking get the chair.
This is like when they did court and It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. This ain't no legal shit.
That's right.
And you
sorry,
are
my
a
bad
science
libertarian.
bitch.
Bad libertarian moment. I support capital punishment. We're putting Mitch on the fucking electric chair.
To death.
100th episode.
We're killing Mitch.
Death
That's what's
by
gonna happen at the 100th
Murdering Mitch.
episode.
That's gonna be
Yes,
the 100th episode. Murdering Mitch.
I like that. I like that as a title. I don't know if it'll get monetized, but we'll be ready.
Guaranteed monetization.
All right. Anyway, see you next Tuesday. Bye.
See you next Tuesday.